My name is Kris Manning. I'm the owner of Smokey Joe's Barbecue. Smokey Joe's Barbecue was established in 1983. We're going on 40 years this year, and we're just very blessed to be in the community of Oak Cliff. Joe Melton and Kris Manning are the original owners. I grew up in Smokey Joe's, and it was more so punishment at first. I didn't really want to work at Smokey Joe's, but my dad was like, hey, I didn't grow up with allowance, so you're not gonna get an allowance. Basically, I had to come up here, I had to roll bread, sweep, mop, and that's how I got paid. If I wanted shoes, if I wanted any games, I had to come work. And it really taught me the value of a dollar, and I really appreciate that today. I went to college at Sam Houston State University, and it was a commitment that I told myself, hey, I'm never gonna work here. So after I graduated school, my dad asked me, hey son, do you wanna take over the business? And at first, I told him no. And that wasn't the first time, I'm told no the second time as well. And after the second time, I think it was like 4 months and I couldn't find a job, and I got humbled. One thing that I told him, if it's gonna be mine, I want it to be mine. That means I was gonna buy out Joe and buy out Kenneth, and I want to be the sole owner. That way, I could implement things that I want to implement in this restaurant to make it better. I did that in 2013, and it's been a roller coaster ever since. And back in the day, we used to have a brick pit. It was the bread and butter, the heart and soul of the restaurant. That was in the middle of the kitchen, mind you, which kept it, 100 degrees on average, even in the winter, in the middle of the kitchen. So it was a blessing, but the downfall of the brick pit, it kept catching on fire. We had a fire in 2017, I believe, and that's kind of when I had just got it going and revamping everything, and bam, we have a big fire. So we had to shut down for 6 months. So eventually it was a tough call, but we ended up taking the pit and getting rid of the old school brick pit. But I was kind of scared. I was scared that my barbecue was gonna change. We ended up reaching out to Sonny in Dripping Springs and getting Mobergs, and they have cooked without a doubt to perfection. And so we're really thankful to make that switch. Some things that I want to implement when I first took over was specials. I feel like we're in the demographics of my community, it's tough, it's tight, and I have to be very mindful of that. So I implemented specials throughout the week. We would give discounted sandwiches, discounted links. How can we help the community? I want everybody to be able to come eat here, but I also want to serve great barbecue. And outside of that, we always ran out of food. Too early, way too early. I guess you could say that's a good problem, but you gotta kind of know when to balance it out, and you gotta have a quota that you're gonna meet. So I always wanted to make sure that we met a quota to 1, to keep our lights on, and to 2, to make the customers happy. Then in 2021, we made the top 50 barbecue list, and so that's still a thing that we're still thankful and still in disbelief, and a dream, just kind of a dream come true. I don't ever think there's a cap on getting your barbecue better. And even today, I feel like you can never stop learning. Whether it's learning a new garnish on the side, or just learning a new meat or new protein to cook. How can we get better? I like to eat my product every day, because I want to know where it's at. I want to be, is it something that I'm proud of? Is it something that, I'm wearing my name on my back for? So I want to make sure, my product's right. Because I love barbecue in a sense too. That's one thing I like to do as a hobby, is go eat other barbecue, because I enjoy eating, especially when I don't have to cook it. From now, we're still trying to make decent barbecue, I guess you could say, and keep pushing.